Go live. We're going live. We are live. Woo! Yes. Here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Saudi Arabian GP qualifying watch-along. It's going to be an interesting penultimate round, isn't it, Katie? We're coming towards the end of the season. Sad times.
It is sad times, but I thought, you know what, with 2 races left to go, there can't be much more that can go on. We've had all of the people being summoned and penalties and fines handed out. And then literally as soon as FP3 finishes, we hear that Lewis Hamilton has been summoned to the stewards for not one thing, but 2 things.
And it's just come out very, almost a second, hasn't it, that there's no penalty. Is that right?
No penalty. So yeah, all the Hamilton stands that are watching, don't panic just yet. So far, it's only no action taken or no decision taken in terms of potentially ignoring
no
double
action taken on a decision taken. It sounded like you were about to go into some sort of rap then. It was,
well, the mixtape is dropping at the end of the season. But yeah, there's another investigation to do with Nikita Mazepin and some infringement things going on in FP3, but I don't know. There's no decision on that so far. So we're just having to hold on and wait for that. But
before we dive into any more, I need to let you know about this watch along that is brought to you by Rev. And basically, I need to tell you, Rev Motorsport, this watch along, to be fair, we've done a whole weekend takeover with them. Rev Racing, if you're wondering what that is a game where you can play and earn an in-game currency which can be converted into real-life money. And Rev is the utility token that serves as the primary currency of purchase, utility and action across all Rev Motorsport blockchain games by Animoca brand. So basically, if you like racing games and you'd like to also maybe earn some money by being good at it, this is something that you might want to check out. If you already have one of the exclusive WTF1 NFT cars, which we gave away a few months ago, you'll be entitled to be airdropped a WTF1 Catalyst item to upgrade your car to the next level. If you don't have one of our cars, but you're interested in getting involved with Rev Motorsport and Rev Racing, you can head over to OpenSea.io, that's OPENSEA.io, and look up Rev Racing to see all of their NFT cars. For more information on the upgrade system and just generally speaking what Rev Racing is, there'll be a link in the description. If not, I'll add that right now. So yeah, go check out Rev Motorsport. Katie, what's your thinking into qualifying? What you're thinking is Bottas pole.
Well, I thought I was going to go bold because I knew Hamilton was being investigated. And although this is pre-penalties, I thought maybe Hamilton might have been a little bit knocked back at being under investigation. I thought I'd go for something different because both you boys went for Hamilton pole, which I'll be honest, I think is probably quite likely. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to spice it up a little bit. And I haven't looked at the replies on social media, but it's probably full of people telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's great.
Bottas going pole isn't exactly the craziest thing to ever be predicted in this world. I've gone for Tsunoda P5 because you know what, I'm changing it up as well. Neither myself or Tommy or you really believing in a Perez P4, which is what is basically needed in this qualifying session. Perez has to get P4, otherwise strategy. Max is just going to be on his own again, and that can't happen.
It can't, but he needs him up there. I mean, I know that in theory, Max can seal this championship this weekend, although it's, you know, a really, really slim possibility. It could happen. But yeah, Hamilton's got this Brazil power unit in the back, which Toto Wolff's been calling spicy. And we've seen what an incredible job it did for him when he started at the back and essentially over the course of the weekend won the race from the back of the grid. So yeah, I'm quite excited. I'm a little bit nervy because we have seen some very close calls this weekend around this circuit. Obviously, quite a lot of blind corners, and it's very, very fast. So fingers crossed for a safe qualifying, please.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go. Matt, we need to sync up.
We do indeed. We'll probably do that when we start the session, to be honest. I think we will be synced up anyway because we're watching on the same platform. But fingers crossed, we'll be all good. I'm looking at Lewis Hamilton's garage right now. I hope you are too, Katie.
Looking at Max Verstappen.
Oh, dear. Okay, in which case we may... Okay, let's not go.
Great minds. Hold on. Oh, amazing. I can see Hamilton out the car. And Angela's just helping. Yeah,
no, that's me. Yeah, maybe I'm a couple of seconds ahead. Anyway, welcome everybody to this WTF1 watch along. Teehee0103. Hi, Matt. Thank you for all the amazing content on this channel. You are most welcome. We have been pumping out the videos recently, and it's amazing to see the feedback you guys have been giving. And I'm glad that we could basically keep you entertained during this amazing championship finale and, I guess, climax. So, it should be good. Whereas Tommy, he's not here this weekend for the qualifying watch along, but he will be back for the final race in Abu Dhabi, or at least for the qualifying for the final race. I guess a few house rules. We won't be showing any footage. If you're new to this Quali Watch Along, welcome. Of course, it'll be myself and Katie chatting along the whole time, giving our unwanted opinions and all that good stuff. But that's why you're here. We're F1 fans. We're going to react. We've had some amazing reactions this year, Katie, haven't we? Where things have gone very crazy, and you and Tommy as well when I've been away. And it's basically just to react with you guys with what's going on. Whether you want to sync up with us, we've got a timer in the top right that way, even though it's technically left when I point. Up there. If you want to sync up with us, if you want to be 15 seconds ahead, that's also something that Tommy said when he watches along. He likes to watch it live and then see what we react with afterwards. So it's personal preference. We actually are underway, so I probably should start the timer. That's the wonderful thing of this. Everyone starts spamming Matt, start the timer. And I'm still out of sync. Good. Let me try that again. What are you on, Katie?
I am on 17:23.
Okay, try restarting it. See if you get a little bit further ahead, because that's sometimes what I do. Because I think I'm about 3 or 4 seconds ahead of you. So you're not going to miss anything at the start of this Q1 session. Loving the Christmas tree behind you, Katie. I put up the Christmas tree as well. I think on that same day we did the Team WTF1 little Q&A meetup thing we did. That took a long time. 7 foot. It's a big tree. It's a blooming big tree. But hey, it's mine and Soph's first ever Christmas tree, so we had to go big.
Go big or go home.
Exactly. But let's talk about Formula One, shall we? Let me know when you're back on watching, Katie.
Right. So I'm on 16, 38, 37, 36.
Yes.
Am I still behind?
No, 16, 34, 33. Are you ahead of me now?
I'm ahead now.
Okay, give it a little pause.
Let me pause. Ready?
27,
okay,
26, 25,
can't see the
24, 23, 22. Welcome to this Quali Watch Along. 21,
I'm probably about half a second
19,
ahead.
18, okay. 17, 16, 15. Have you got it?
I need this thing. 11, 10, 9.
You're still a second ahead. give it one tiny pause. Oh, the time's not updating. I'm sorry, guys. It's because I haven't done this.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on 16, 59.
Okay, perfect. You've smashed 57. It. Absolutely smashed it. Right.
Oh, that was stressful.
That was stressful.
I need to lie down.
Hopefully the timer's working now if I do a bit of that. There we go. Sorry, guys. The timer is now underway. But look, there's nothing that's gone on. Some cars on the track. I guess one big talking point, Katie, especially in Q1, 20 cars on track. They've been told they're not allowed to slow down in the last sector, or at least part of the last sector. Turns 23 to around there, that area.
I think around that area. That rings a bell.
Yeah. So it's still going to be quite difficult, I think, in some areas. Yeah. And I just hope we get through this one unscathed, because this track does scare me with the amount of blind corners they go around at such high speeds.
It is pretty terrifying. You know, I know that, like we said, Tilke has designed this track. He is somebody who's got a huge amount of knowledge when it comes to designing these kind of things. He knows what's safe and what isn't. But yeah, seeing a track like this, it is pretty daunting how ridiculously fast they go around, and we've seen it even with people like Hamilton and having so many close calls, and even FP3 that it can catch out even the best of them. So like you say, hopefully we have a nice clean session. I'm scared.
Yeah, a little bit apprehensive. I was hoping for maybe a little bit more concrete sort of changes from the FIA in terms of, like, I know there is a minimum time of between safety car lines of like 1 minute 49, but that doesn't necessarily stop the really slow points of the lap where they get out of the way. But fingers crossed they'll all just be, very sensible. And Verstappen currently out there at the moment on the soft tyres. Been an interesting talking point in the tyres this weekend, because it doesn't appear that the soft tyre is really any better than the mediums or even the hards when they're fired up. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for. Verstappen through turn 13 now. Both Giovinazzi and Gasly have set the fastest 2 times so far. But Verstappen properly going for it at the moment in Q1.
Yeah, and like you say with the tyres, obviously coming into the circuit, we've never raced here before. So it really is brand new, so many unknowns. So it will be interesting to see, like you say, how the tyres do improve or which tyres are best, because that's the kind of data that we're probably only going to find out as time goes on.
Yeah. Brundle's properly going off on one in
He's
commentary.
loving this, isn't he, on comms?
Oh, look at the sparks.
Oh.
It's phenomenal. Into the final corner. Max fastest in the first and second sectors. Let's see how much quicker he is than Lando Norris. Brundle is absolutely loving life at the moment. And 28.6.
He's literally living his best life.
Just less than half a second quicker than Norris in P2.
And then slams on the brakes.
To let Perez through and a few others. Oh, does he ride that? Yeah, I have seen this replay about 1,000 times this weekend. Like, genuinely.
Cameraman has just sat there on the corner, just panning the same shot. Oh, a little mess up from Hamilton there.
Yeah, Hamilton. He was doing a couple of warm-up laps before going for a quick lap. Oh, my goodness.
This is just what it's going to be like all weekend.
I think he's just trying to get through because obviously he's not on a lap after cutting turn 2. But the Williams just going properly slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just praying that all the drivers get through okay.
My sensible way, and now he's dropped off.
Yeah, so he's now slowing down to get ready for his next flying lap.
Oh,
look how slowly he's going.
This is daft.
This is exactly what they were told not to do, and yet they just do it.
Yeah, but do you know what, Matt? I'm beginning to wonder, well, if 19 drivers are going to do it and I'm the one driver that's going to behave myself, what's the point? And they're not going to be able to punish them all. So they've probably all just think, go away with it if there's a bulk of us doing it, which is not how the rule should work.
No, it shouldn't. Hamilton on another flying lap now after that little excursion at turn 2. What do you make of this track, Katie? Obviously, myself and Tommy had a good old chin wag about the track yesterday on the pre-podcast, that is, pre-race podcast. What do you make of it?
I like it. I mean, I can see why some people are worried about the speed and, it's very much like lack of runoff. We've been to so many circuits this year, such as Spa or Austria, and obviously you have not miles, but a huge amount of runoff. And with this, it's very much a case of if you mess up, smack, you're in a barrier, and you're likely, like Leclerc yesterday, for example, that was a very high impact crash, and as a result, the cars are just obliterated as soon as they make contact with that wall. All still safe and such, but yeah, I think the drivers seem to really enjoy it, and doing these speeds, I imagine, is an absolute thrill. But like you, I'm wanting to watch it a bit hiding behind a pillow, because just obviously I've got people in their ears as well. But yeah, all these blind corners and having to react in such split seconds, it is not easy watching, really. It's still a little bit tense watching some of these laps.
I've just seen Tsunoda going 1.2 seconds quicker, but that's 1.2 seconds quicker than Stroll. But still, going quite well as Yuki this weekend, hence why I put him in my top 5. I think that AlphaTauri is looking very nice indeed. Let's see where Gasly goes. Comes over the line now and pops himself into P3 ahead of Perez, which is not exactly what Red Bull need if that ends up to be the same in Q3. Giovinazzi
P4,
up to P4.
hello.
That's a great lap from him. He was looking really good after, I think it was FP1. Tsunoda over the line goes P3. Yuki Tsunoda, welcome, my friend. But this is the thing, though. They're all going for another lap because these soft tyres just start working more and more as they go round, which is unheard of for the soft tyre at least. But the drivers were so surprised that this track has so much grip. They were expecting it to be really dusty, take a long time for the track to evolve, but it's not been that way. It's been very much up to speed straight away. Lando goes P2 now.
Lovely. That's one thing I've certainly been surprised at looking at practice times. The Mercedes are evidently so fast around here, but there never seemed to be many other Mercedes-powered cars that were also up there. It seemed to be, like you say, the Gaslys, the Tsunodas, rather than I would expect the McLarens to be maybe a bit quicker, or maybe the Aston Martins. But maybe they were just waiting to reveal how quick they really were in qualifying. But yeah, I think we've all gone quite Honda powered heavy in our top 5 predictions, apart from the obvious Merc 1-2 probably.
Yeah, I mean, this Q1 is unfolding very strangely. Sainz goes fastest by over 1/10 of a second. A 28.3 for Carlos Sainz takes him fastest in Q1.
Oh my goodness, I love that guy's yellow suit, by the way.
Yeah,
Off
that
topic.
is something
Not going to
else.
lose him
That
in
really
the
is.
paddock.
So Carlos has gone fastest, then it's Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and then Charles Leclerc. So it's 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes in the top 4. We were just speaking about Tsunoda and Gasly looking good. They're down to 8th and 9th. Perez is 12th. And in the bottom 5, we've got Vettel, Stroll, Latifi, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin. So that's a turn up for the books. That is a turn up for the books there. It's going to have to force Perez to go out for another run. And there's only 0.7 of a second separating the top 14. That is surprising.
That's ridiculous.
It was a bit of a chasm between then the Williams, Aston Martins and Haas. Yeah. Surprised to see the Astons so far off the pace after their first run as well. But
no, that doesn't seem quite right. Maybe there's obviously something more to give there, especially if you've got people like Giovinazzi in 11th and Raikkonen 14th. You know, you'd expect them to be out in Q1, not sort of sitting in the middle of the field. So yeah, we shall see. Hamilton is back out to do some more laps.
Yeah, so he looks like he's doing another slow lap before maybe going again, or maybe he's coming into the pits actually. We'll see, but he's certainly not pushing on this lap and allows, I don't know who that was. I'd imagine it looked like an Alfa Romeo of some description, or maybe it was a Haas. Verstappen pushing on again, still not as fast as Sainz. He's improved in the first and second sectors, but just lacking a tiny bit of pace on Carlos Sainz currently. Let's see what he's like in that last sector. But wow, what a turn up for the books. This would be if Ferrari just suddenly enter the fray and McLaren into qualifying to maybe not get pole, but maybe to sneak a P3 or 4.
Well, we've seen, 2 street circuits this year. Yeah, Verstappen fastest. We had Leclerc on pole in Monaco and Baku, both street circuits. So maybe they are going to be the dark horse, no pun intended.
Hey. Good one. Perez now, obviously 12th, as I mentioned, 3/4 of a second back on Verstappen's current time, but he's on a faster lap at the moment into turn 27. I cannot get my head around the fact there are 27 turns around this track. Well. Yes, go on, Mick. Time. Still 0.6 away from Kimi, so bit of a so Perez goes P4. Bottas is 0.3 up now on Verstappen, so maybe my prediction of Verstappen P2 is and I was going to say I think it was more just wishful thinking that they both start on the front row again, but it's because I guess the ideal situation for the neutral, which a lot of people don't think, myself, you, Tommy, are, but I just want a good close championship fight, and I would love for Hamilton and Verstappen to go into Abu Dhabi and they have to win. Whoever wins the title. Like, that's what we need.
Okay. I thought you were going to say level on points. I was like,
no, it doesn't have to be level on points. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter. Like, if it was, a point between them, it's basically the level on points, unless they both have shockers and they're 9th and 10th or something. Verstappen having a bit of a...
That was very close to the wall.
So that would have cost him a bit of time. Maybe that was his fastest lap. Brundle doesn't think that was...
terrible first sector.
Max is terrible. Yeah, so maybe that was his 3/10 lap of a second lap behind Bottas. So that gives us some hope. Actually, it's just over 2/10 behind Bottas. George Russell and Williams have... Oh, goodness, I don't like the way the Ferrari just slows down there. But it was fine. Is it just me?
Go on. Oh, no, you go.
Okay, I was just going to say, is it just me, or... I just want to ride on board with these cars at all times. I don't want these off-board camera shots. I want to ride on board with them because it's just crazy. Thank you, TV director. We're riding on board with George Russell now. 2/10 up on Mick Schumacher.
She's listening to the watch-along.
Yeah. Sorry, you were going to say, Katie?
I was going to say that I love nothing more than seeing like the slow-mos of the cars getting within millimetres of the barriers. I think that's just like...
It's magical. Good fun, isn't it? It's good fun.
Also, a little bit of breaking news. Lewis Hamilton has been given a reprimand for unnecessarily impeding Mazepin in turn 8 during FP3. This is his second reprimand of the season, and a fine of £25,000 is imposed on the team. So if a driver gets three driving reprimands throughout the season, then they will get, I think, as a 10-place grid drop at the next event. So he's got
at the next event. So
Yeah.
if he does it in Abu Dhabi, he will have a 10-place grid drop for next year. Is that what that basically is?
Yeah, it's not really thought out very well. But...
Interesting. 3 minutes 33 to go. Russell has just sneaked into P15, but you'd have to imagine the Aston Martins are going to improve. If not, that is a shocking qualifying for the Astons. Latifi goes 16th. Is not out qualifying George Russell at the moment. Raikkonen 6/10 down on Bottas. This could be an improvement. There's a slow McLaren there on the left-hand side. Kimi improving, Giovinazzi not. Gasly only improves to P9. A bit disappointing, I guess, for Pierre maybe, because he was definitely the key person to be picking in our predictions. So Giovinazzi doesn't improve, stays 12th. Sonoda then goes ahead of Gasly. That's never really happened this season. Raikkonen goes to 11th. So right now it's Latifi in 16th, George Russell 15th. Stroll can't get out. Only 16th for Lance Stroll.
Mad.
Sebastian Vettel only 17th. Aston Martin are having an absolute stinker.
They really are.
Lando improves to P4.
Well, that is.
Alonso's kind of in risk as well if the two Astons do improve. Alonso doesn't improve either.
Doesn't. Oh dear,
Wow.
That's not great.
Last time out podium sitter.
Yeah.
A little bit of at risk if the two Astons can get on it.
I don't think.
Ooh,
Oh my
Perez.
goodness, Sergio Perez has just gone quickest.
Hello, Sergio. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see from Sergio.
Yeah, and look, Bottas fastest in the middle sector as well. Could it be the number 2 drivers are like, actually, guys, just leave this to us. Thanks.
Yeah. It's so true. They're turning up at the moment, but Q1 is not where the grid positions are
It's
handed
not,
out. Let's see if they can do it as well in Q3. Lewis Hamilton on an outlap at the moment, currently P6, 4/10 back on Perez. Wow, I'm really surprised to see, and again, he looks a bit scruffy through the first couple of corners, does Lewis? Not use it, yeah, and he's backed out of it. It looks like he's backed out of it already.
Yeah, it does.
So literally, you can ruin, because of the way the first couple of corners go, if you just miss the apex of turn 1, you then wash out wide for turn 2, and you lose so much time that so many drivers just give up straight away. There's no point. Obviously, Verstappen carried on because maybe he felt like he didn't lose too much time, but Lewis has just gone, nope, I'll go one more time. If he gets round quick enough, he will be all right if he keeps on it.
Yeah.
But fastest sector now for Max Verstappen, pushing on, 31.9.
Goes quickest in the middle. First sector, sorry.
Yeah.
This is the kind of moment where I think it would be great to have the track map so we can see where everybody is on the circuit at this moment in time with 1 minute to go in Q1.
Yeah.
But that's too much to ask for, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Verstappen just under 2/10 up on Perez. So this should well get him into the 27s. And, well, momentum swings back to Red Bull, perhaps. I mean, everyone was right.
Oh, come on. This traffic is ridiculous.
No, that's not good. That's not good.
That's going to completely ruin Max's lap. Fantastic.
Oh, my God.
Misfiring. He had a fuel leak in FP3. That traffic is absolutely ludicrous. And now Valtteri.
Oh, Bottas.
He's going to the pit lane, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Misfiring. That's never what you want to hear.
Shock. It's a traffic paradise.
Yes. That is ridiculous traffic. Who's right up his rear as he's going into the pit lane? Do you think he's stuck?
Has he literally conked out, maybe?
No, because I was going to say, there might be the weighbridge there needs to go to.
Maybe.
Anyway.
He'd usually drive straight in, wouldn't he? George Russell goes 13th.
That's not bad. What about Latifi? 16th
Latifi
isn't the worst,
16th, not great.
Just switch up.
Oh, he switched it off.
Oh, he really has stopped right at the start of the pit lane.
Oh, God.
Oops. Right, Leclerc P4.
So can Stroll and Vettel...
Session P2 because he's just finished across the
Ricardo
checkered
goes
flag in the
P3
pit
now.
lane. Ricardo P3. That's
Lovely.
a nice tasty little lap.
The Astons need to improve. Hamilton's down to 9th.
Hamilton's only 9th, yeah.
Well, he'll be okay, but it just shows how much chaos is being... is going on around that last sector.
Yeah.
Ocon 12th at the moment. Sonoda improves but stays 10th. Can Stroll and Vettel improve? That's basically the main key thing here, because if not, well, actually, Alonso could be in trouble here as well. Giovinazzi goes 13th, Raikkonen's 12th, and all of a sudden, the two Aston Martins could go out in Q1 here.
I think they might do, Matt.
Let's see. Vettel's improved in the middle, but
Seb.
not improved at the start. Can he knock Alonso out of qualifying? He cannot. 17th.
That is shocking.
What
That's
about-
got to be Aston Martin's worst qualifying of the year, because we can't see what Lance Stroll's doing at the moment. Oh, he's pitted. So there we
Wow.
go. Both Astons out.
Latifi, Vettel, Stroll, Mick Schumacher, and Nikita Mazepin out in Q1.
Perez top.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I don't think Valtteri Bottas is going to get pole if he can't even make it out for Q2.
No, well, they've got a big old job. It depends if they can just reset whatever's gone wrong. If it's one of those, if it's a software issue, maybe they'll be able to do it. If it's a proper engine issue, then wow. Hamilton's going to have to do it on his own.
I love Seb's radio.
Vettel,
P17.
fully shocked.
What?
Fully shocked is old Seb.
That's awful from Aston Martin.
Okay.
Absolutely shocking.
Double Aston Martin. What has happened to them?
I know, it's not fair. Well, like you say, Alonso just managed to make it through into Q2 by the skin of his teeth. And Mr. Saturday, George Russell, also getting through to Q2.
Yeah, it's a good,
Obviously,
good
both
performance.
both Williams have got the I have the need for speed on their halos this weekend, as that was Frank Williams, one of his favourite movie quotes.
Yeah, obviously a quick mention on Frank Williams passing. Obviously a really sad day for the sport with his legacy that he'd put in Formula One. And I think all the teams have actually put Frank Williams on their car, haven't they? From what I
think they have,
understand.
all been given a little sticker, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, it's really nice.
All the Williams guys are wearing a black armband as well, which is nice tribute. And I think, I'm not sure, but there might be something ahead of the Grand Prix tomorrow as a little moment of silence or something along those lines to pay respects to Frank before the Grand Prix starts, which would be good.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, if you haven't heard the story of Frank Williams and how he built his own team, then I'd recommend you go and check that out, because it is really interesting. How hard he had to work to get Williams to the top. Obviously, they're not the top at the moment, but they did used to win a lot of races and a lot of championships. I'm just watching something to do with Carlos Sainz. What's everyone else's an ad
he's
break?
saying Gasly got in his way and ruined his lap. So I don't know if that will be noted by the stewards.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem if that. Yeah, Hamilton's really struggling in the first couple of corners. So it's been a really scruffy Q1 for Lewis Hamilton, when everyone thought, it's going to be easy. That's what I cannot stand, Katie, is people writing off this season after writing Max and Lewis off at so many different stages of the season. If Bottas has a problem and Perez, gets P3 and is reasonably on the pace, they can use him. Red Bull can use and abuse Perez as much as they want. They can pit him so early to get track position on Lewis, whatever. There's so many options available to Red Bull if Bottas cannot get out in Q2, because that'll be a very difficult drive for Valtteri from there. But look, it's much closer than we thought, and also so much closer with the midfield deciding, hey, I want a piece of this pie too, Katie. I want to get involved.
I love it. This is the thing, is like this season has just been so brilliant. Obviously, normally we can joke and say, Red Bull and Mercedes are going to be the ones at the front and stuff. But that middle pack, I mean, we've got people like George Russell showing up in there, and it just proves how completely random it can be, because both Astons, who you would consider to be a midfield team, out in Q1, letting the Alfa Romeos through. So yeah, it's turning into quite a tasty, like little battles all over the grid, which is just really excellent. And everybody's obviously fighting for every constructor's point they can as we go into the new regulations next year.
I was just looking on Twitter, and Tommy's put both Aston Martins out in Q3. So I've just replied saying, to be fair, it's a great performance. Them all getting through to Q3.
It can never be as bad as the time I was doing live tweeting for you guys when you were in the Netherlands, and I tweeted Giovanni instead of Giovinazzi, and that will haunt me forever because people then, when I reposted it, every comment was like Giovanni.
Giovanni.
I was like, oh god,
love that. Right, let's do a poll. Let's do something. Let's
I love
get
a
involved.
good poll.
Okay, so who gets pole position? Easy. But this time, I wonder if people decide something different. Let's have a look. Hamilton, Verstappen. Let's put Perez in there as well. Why not? Let's put Bottas if he, manages to make his engine work. We'll see. We're going to ask it right now. Matt's smashing the keyboard. I apologise. It's me doing some tweets at the same time. I'm massively apologetic for that. But I had to reply with a sarcastic thing for Tommy doing the wrong tweet. To be fair, you just have to, don't you? Okay, so both Aston Martins out, which allow both Alfa Romeos through to Q2. We're about to start Q2, in fact, in 4 seconds' time. So let's get the timer ready. Here we go then. Green light at the end of the pit lane. Cannot see. Oh, Bottas is coming out.
Wonderful.
That's good news for Mercedes.
Yeah.
Bad news for Red Bull.
Yeah, they're like drats.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe it was just a software issue or something that they managed to fix.
He had a fuel leak in FP3, so he got a new PU pit in the back. But obviously, he's got a handy pool of them that he can take from without penalties. So, I mean, I suppose that's something. But you ideally don't want to be changing your power units or having any misfiring issues in qualifying.
No, you don't. You really don't. I'm looking at the poll. More people think, excuse the pun, poll is going to go to Verstappen. 44% think Max Verstappen's taking pole position. 41% think Hamilton. That's the beauty of this season. If you are new to Formula One, this is something that we're not used to. Is such split opinion, such a divide between who is going to win this World Championship. And apparently there are more Verstappen believers in here than Hamilton, maybe due to the Q1 scruffiness. I think Hamilton will still come good personally, but can never write him off.
No, you can't really write off a 7-time world champion, but
Worth mentioning as well, actually, before I forget, I'm wearing one of our Christmas jumpers. Lights out and away we ho, ho, ho. Plus many other amazing Christmas jumpers and merchandise in general. Just head over to WTF1.com/shop. There you go.
I haven't got my Christmas jumper on today. I have
it's an absolute disgrace.
WTF1 branded one. But in the break between Q2 and Q3, I'll go put on my Christmas jumper.
I would never force you to go and change to show off our merchandise. It's fine. Don't worry. But do check it out if you guys want any Christmas presents or whatever. There are lots of stuff on there, which our graphic designer, Ollie, has been working very, very hard to come up with loads of new designs. So hopefully there's one that you like. Anyway, Q2 underway. 12 minutes, 53 to go. Every single driver, apart from George Russell, on the medium tyres. George Russell on the softs. No surprise there to see the mediums out there. The softs just don't really seem to work too well at all. And they clearly think that the race tyre, the mediums, are going to work a lot better. So we're not even seeing a risk from Kimi Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeo. He would rather be knocked out in Q2 on the mediums than lock himself into softs and get into the top 10.
Yeah, the tyre choice really is going to be a weird concoction of things as to what people are going to choose to do, whether you do take a gamble or because like we said earlier in conversation, the tyres aren't performing, I think, how teams expected them to. So it's very unusual.
Which is good. It's good when teams don't know what's going on. It usually means crazy things happen. This nose cam. Thoughts?
Not a fan. I'd rather have it a bit further back so I can actually see what else is going on.
Doesn't give you much of an indication, does it?
It's close to the track. But then I feel like I can't really see anything much else.
I don't think it really gives you that much sense of speed compared to in the T-Cam, personally. But
this is...
It also makes you think he's going to hit the wall at all times. Anyway, Perez has done a 28.8 on the mediums. Verstappen does a 27.9.
Oh my
9 tenths quicker than Perez. So Perez must have had a bit of a stinker of a first lap. I imagine he will go again, although he won't really want to put too many laps on these, what will be the medium and race tyres that they start on tomorrow. Leclerc goes P2, 28.6. So Verstappen, that is a great lap time, to be fair. That's not far off what we saw in Q1 on the softs. But again, we have been mentioning the the craziness of these tyres. Some drivers are going for 2 warm-up laps before going for it. Norris with a 29.1. It's much further off than what maybe we were expecting, but we'll see. We'll see if they start to bed in. So Hamilton did go for 2 warm-up laps, as you can see by the fact he's 9.7 seconds off. George Russell goes P5, but we've still got lots of lap times to...
Oh, nice slow McLaren getting out the way. I think that's Lando Norris.
I think it was indeed, actually, yeah. Hamilton pushing on. I like this. This camera's cool. I like this camera quite a lot.
Yeah, this is good.
Oh, there's a car in front. He's had to
These
properly get out of that.
AlphaTauris.
He had to properly get out of that. He fully had to...
Oh, my goodness. This is like traffic that you get in the town centre.
Yes, it's madness.
Ridiculous.
So Hamilton just over 2 tenths down on Verstappen in the first sector alone. So that was where he lost quite a bit of time. Just being a little bit more cautious. There's no reason to really risk something crazy on the first run in Q2. The Red Bull on the left-hand side. It is really a magical mystery tour. You don't know what you're going to get when you go around the next corner. Of course, he is...
No.
Oh, he's 6 tenths down on Verstappen here. This is not going to be a lap time that he is going to be happy with.
Yeah, I mean, 27 turns on a circuit is like nothing we've ever seen before. But I just hope, well, the driver's probably just thinking about it in their sleep at this point because it's a big old track to try and remember what goes where. And, you know, when you come around a blind corner, am I going to be going left? Am I going to be going right?
Yeah.
It's a lot to think about.
It is. It really is. Hamilton's gone third. Oh, no. Oh, I did not say... my phone thought I said, you know the word, and it just stopped my thing. What are we on?
Well, that's not ideal. Sergio Perez, though, has just gone purple in sector 1.
Go on, Perez. Bottas goes second.
Checo.
So that's I love this. Where are all the spicy engine haters now? Hamilton is not walking away with this. As much as me and Tommy both thought that Mercedes would have a huge amount in hand, Perez is only 600ths off Verstappen here. This is all turned around. Hamilton has no grip.
Yeah, no grip. And she said, I don't know what we're doing. Oh, more traffic. Oh.
Wow.
This traffic issue is really not great, especially if you're new to Formula One and this is the first thing you're watching, thinking, why are those cars just sat on the corner? Just like, it's not really a good look. I know sometimes it's kind of inevitable because of the natures of the track, but it just doesn't look too good in my opinion.
I think we're going to have to issue a formal apology to Sergio Perez today.
Why is that?
I mean, he is on it. Oh,
I put him in my top 5.
Verstappen. Verstappen had a big old moment there. Yeah, he's properly flown off there. Yeah, I mean, P5, none of us have believed that he's even going to get in the top 4, but right now he looks good to even get on terms with Verstappen. Carlos Sainz has gone off as well. What's happened here? Oh, that... Oh!
Whoa,
does he hit the wall?
No.
That is very fortunate.
There's got to be a better... Oh, he's thrown himself right over the curb.
Goodness gracious.
Has he hit the wall? Yeah, surely.
Oh, he did, yeah. It's rear wing, yeah.
Did you see that?
He cut his rear wing into that... That
is ridiculous.
Into that wall. I reckon he's going to have a rear wing change, you know.
Do you think?
Yeah. Well, he's going to lose some downforce.
Maybe just absorbed enough. I mean, these rear wings and stuff are so delicate, that it might be worth just changing it just for peace of mind. But wow, that is ridiculously close.
He's got away with that one, but I wonder if...
Look at that, that Ferrari mechanic is all of us right now.
Yeah, he's coming into the pits, they're getting ready, so obviously he's going to change tyres anyway because of that spin. They're not going to really have any time to I don't know. Let's have a look. Can we see if there's any damage?
It doesn't. I mean, I can't see from my laptop
it is.
screen,
it is damaged.
It
is damaged. Yeah, it's inverted. You can see it's cutting a little bit. So, shame for Carlos, who was looking pretty good in that Ferrari, and look, he was very happy, but just put that front left onto the curb a little bit too much, and it unsettled the car.
I love these Ferrari lads, right? But they can sometimes be so like I don't know. They just push too hard and they make quite a few mistakes, like we saw with Leclerc, and we've seen with Sainz. I think it was like 3 races in a row where he managed to bin it off during practice or something like that, or in quali.
That's been quite a while, hasn't it, though, for Carlos? I don't think he's. We've seen that last one more recently.
He did it in Zandvoort. He did it in Monza. So yeah, I guess it's been a few races. But...
Yeah. Anyway, 5 minutes 41 to go. Hamilton goes second on the mediums, a tenth off Verstappen. That's much better, but again, still not clear. Not exactly romping away at the moment. And Toto not looking as happy maybe as he was coming into qualifying. Here's Perez going again. Fastest first sector is Sergio.
Wonderful. I think he's only out-qualified Max once this year, and that was at Imola.
It's not ideal for him to go again, though. He's 2 tenths up on Max. Jeez, Sergio on one. But,
go on, Sergio.
But it's not ideal for him because he's putting extra laps on what he will start the race on. But clearly the team think, you know what, let's just get safe. Although he's only 2 tenths off Verstappen. I don't know why they're going again. Maybe it's just a safety, but I don't think it's really worth it. Maybe they just think that there's not going to be a huge amount of difference if he does do a couple more laps. Perez over the line. Goes fastest by 7 thousandths of a second.
007.
So we lost a couple of tenths in that last sector, did Perez. But that's exactly what Red Bull ordered. Yeah, Sergio, after a really difficult free practice, has turned up. Fair play to him.
Fair play. Better be safe than sorry, especially as we've seen Sergio Perez has been such a shock elimination through a few qualifying sessions this year. None more so than Qatar a fortnight ago. So maybe it's a case of just getting that locked in and peace of mind that you'll definitely be through, which he will, hopefully, with that lap time. Gasly
goes P5 with a 28.3. That's a very nice lap time. Lando getting very close to the wall there. Jeez, that was out of turn 2. We haven't seen anyone lose a front suspension or anything through clipping the wall, but these drivers are...
You just know that's going to happen now.
Thanks. Yeah, I thought I'd say it, but it's a bit of bants in it. Lando pushing on very hard indeed. On the soft tyres, actually.
That's a good
That's surprising. Yeah. So McLaren clearly think they haven't got the pace to get through on the mediums, because you wouldn't want to start on the soft, surely. Maybe
they're
very confusing.
Go for a gamble.
This is a strange move from Norris. Bottas goes third, quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Good. Right now, if it stayed like this in Q3, Hamilton's starting fourth, which is not something I don't think it's ever happened when both the Red Bulls and both the Mercedes have qualified normally. That's very confusing. But Lando pushing on hard and looking good to make it through to Q3, but at what cost? Starting on the soft tyres. And there's a couple of cars in front of him. That's not good. Oh, he's going to have understeered like an absolute channel ferry round that final corner. He's going to get a bit of... Oh, he's not even going to get that much slipstream. He goes 7th, though. But it's still not ideal. I reckon he probably would have slotted in around Tsunoda, who's P5, by the way, sitting right where I flipping predicted him for potentially Q3. Come on, Yuki.
Wow, ready for some ranty radio? Oh, okay.
I just need to quickly give Yuki some loving on social media.
No worries,
Can we just appreciate?
Oh, I can't wait for that tweet to age so badly.
Can we just appreciate? I know Yuki's going to hit the wall now, isn't he?
Oh God, I hope not. Race control. What's this? Cars, Gasly and Sainz will be investigated after the session. So yeah, that's the one that Carlos Sainz came on the radio about earlier and had some things that he wasn't too happy about with Gasly's driving and blocking him. But yeah, we'll see if that gets given a penalty after the race. So we've got 1 minute 45 seconds left on the clock here in Q2. Perez is still sat pretty in that P1 spot with Verstappen going on an outlap, and then behind him is Bottas in third, Hamilton in fourth, and as you said, your man Yuki Tsunoda in P5, which
is absolutely flying.
Great result.
It's only a quarter.
I don't think he's actually out-qualified Gasly so far this year, because Gasly's just been so on it. He's always sort of been best of the rest, hasn't he? He's got so many top 6, top 5 qualifying results this year. Obviously started on the front row as well in Qatar, which aged quite well for him because he was the one that it was the car that brought out the yellow flags that Verstappen and Bottas got penalised for. So big brain time from Gasly there.
Big brain moves. Big strats, stonks, as you might call it. Sainz 65 seconds off the pace as he now starts, his final flying lap. He's got 51 seconds to sort this out. Did they change his rear wing? I assume they did.
I believe they would.
They would have, yeah.
I don't know, it looks a little bit wonky.
Oh, no, that is the same rear wing.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Unless that really is part of the design and we're
No, surely not.
Because that looks really quite bent.
No, that is definitely the one that he spun. Oh!
Maybe. Oh, shit. Oh, gosh.
There you go.
Change of underwear for Carlos Sainz, please.
Yep, so Sainz is going to be starting 15th. What a shame.
Carlos.
Hamilton goes fastest.
Hamilton goes quickest.
Oh, dear, Carlos.
Well, maybe the aero is just completely messed up from that.
Well, no, but it's exactly the same as what happened last time. He just
Yellow's
time was
in
going
Q2,
off.
in sector 2.
Yellow's in Q2.
Sorry.
I mean, it's true.
I saw yellows and then I looked
To be
up
fair,
at Q2. Yellow's in sector 2.
It's very true. It's green flag now. Ricardo's
this is a
out.
factually correct
Ricardo's
statement, I'll have you
out.
find.
Danny
Who?
Rick is out. So is Kimi Räikkönen.
Ricardo.
So is Alonso. Wow.
Who was the guy? Who was for the yellow flag in sector 2 for then?
So George
I
Russell.
wonder if that's impacted any of their laps, or is he just had a shocker?
Go on, Giovinazzi. Top 10.
I know.
Wow.
Wow.
Giovinazzi through to Q3. George Russell, is he improving? No, he's not. He's
I
chilling.
believe Norris has stayed on those softs. That's really strange.
Well, I mean, it's clearly highlighting. Although I'd rather be Danny Rick tomorrow, probably. Starting 11th, pole position of the I can choose whatever tyre I want crew. And yeah, clearly Lando just wanted to get in the mix of things. He's obviously hoping that he can get a 6th or a 7th, because then maybe it'll be worth it. But if he starts 9th or 10th, no.
Well, Antonio Giovinazzi through to Q3. Thank you very much. He's managing very busy this week. He's been doing testing with Formula E in Valencia because he's off there next year. So who knows, maybe that extra time behind the wheel of a car has been beneficial.
What, of a Formula E car? Yeah, those two are very comparable.
Definitely.
Oh, this was almost catastrophic.
Oh my gosh.
The car is undrivable, Carlos
I'm not
said.
surprised, mate. I could have told you that.
Yeah, that could have been a monumental crash.
Yeah, that was really not great.
Good save from Carlos. What's happened to Bottas? Oh!
I reckon that was the yellows then. Who did he nip?
He just hit one of the Alphas.
Kimi or Gio, maybe? Let's see
What is Bottas doing?
Kimi. Yeah. Here you go. I'm going to take your seat next year, but before I do, oof.
Oh, that's great, that is.
That's really not smart. Come on. That's going to be a penalty for Bottas, surely.
Depends if Kimi was on a lap or not. Oh!
Oh.
Gio hitting the wall.
Slamming it into the wall.
Wow. Everything is kicking off at the moment. Goodness gracious me.
And instead, all we got to watch was some bloke in the Ferrari garage in a yellow suit while all that was happening.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Okay. So Hamilton, right at the end of that session, managed to go a couple of tenths quicker than what Perez and Verstappen had managed. So
that was...
I'm going to redo the poll. It's 47% Verstappen, 42% Hamilton. Remember that. I want to see what it is this time. So we're going to do it again, and everyone's going to have another go. Who is going to get pole now? Hamilton. Verstappen. See if many people have changed their minds. Bottas. And Perez. Ask your community. There we go. I've asked the community. Let me know your thoughts. That would be lovely.
Pretty please. Oh, I'm so annoyed about that thing for Bottas because...
Well, it just seems like it was a lapse of concentration, really, from Valtteri.
That's very bizarre.
Rohan Danny asks, how many safety cars do you think there'll be tomorrow? I think one of my predictions for this race was that there's going to be 2 virtual or real-life safety cars. I say real safety cars. Do you think there's going to be a safety car, Katie?
Yeah, I think there will be. a safety car. Because, I mean, wasn't it in the F2 earlier? Literally got to turn 1 and then 2 cars already came together. And there was a safety car. If it wasn't turn 1, it was definitely within the first sector. So I think that with it being so narrow, everybody's going to have elbows out. But yeah, I think it's inevitable we're going to have a couple of safety cars, which might, spice things up, obviously, if the drivers are all right within the incidents. But yeah, I'm surprised, to be honest. We haven't had any kind of real red flags or anything here.
No, it's been it's been close at some moments, but right now Hamilton is leading the poll on 44%. That's quite a cool number.
That's a good number.
43% for Verstappen, 2% for Bottas, poor guy. Oh, they're now both on 44%, and Perez is on 10. So there are some Perez believers out there. But
first poll, that.
There we go. I've just seen someone say Tommy. What's Tommy said? Has Tommy said something in the chat? I don't know. Either way, let's see what else you guys are saying in the chat. Did we get any red flags? No, we didn't. Winter solstice. Anything else we got going on in the chat?
I still can't believe how close that contact was with the rear wing.
Yeah, not great. Sam Barlow says pit exit going to cause a crash. I think so too, Sam. I think it's going to be very close through there, because I don't think 2 really goes into there, especially if someone's coming out and there's, maybe fighting into turn 1. Yeah, it's crazy. Stephen Carr, Matty, where's your Christmas spirit? I don't know what that's referring to, but I'm literally wearing
a Christmas jumper.
Lights out and away we ho, ho, ho. From the WTF1 shop, WTF1.com/shop.
That's a little plug.
How can one look as radiant as yourself, Matt, says Dean Charles B. You don't want to look like me. There you go, Dean. But I don't know. Formula One. Just love Formula One. Can Matty show his jumper again? Just ordering one.
That's great.
DW Media. I mean, it's just right here. There you go, look.
Let me go run and get my one.
Oh, yeah, that's what you promised. You promised. Yeah. I'll put a link to the shop whilst we guys are waiting. If you guys want to head over there and check it out, feel free. I don't actually know. How do you link?
Pajama bottoms that I've got on.
Can you link? Oh, there you go. You have to put the HTTP bit.
Can you see this on the YouTube? It says.
There you go. I'm spamming the chat. There you go. You can check it out. There you go. Oh, you got the box one. Oh, that's a lovely colour. Love that colour.
Thank you. I'll just hold it like this on me for the rest of the session. Yeah, that's mine.
Oops, this page can't be found. What do you mean? WTF1.com/shop, isn't it? No, it's shop.wtf1.com. Good job. I know my own flipping link. The link's wrong. The link's wrong. There you go.
Any kind of affiliate link.
Someone went page not
no
found.
Extra commission on that.
Yeah, I'm not getting any extra money. If you're worried about that, guys, don't worry. I'm merely trying to help the WTF1 cause so we can bring you content for many years to come. Q3. Timer, Matt. All right, chill out. It's not even started yet.
They're just lining up at the pit lane, babe.
Timer. Okay. I'll just have to guess when it becomes green. Here we go then. Q3. What's your thoughts, Katie? What would you change in your predictions right now? What would you do? Would you change anything?
Pretty much all of it.
Would you actually?
Bottas pole would change. Maybe move Prez up 1 higher. Put them in the top 4.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think I am going to say Hamilton pole, which is what I thought anyway. But like I said, I put Bottas pole to be different, to change it up, to get some conversation going. So, take him on for the team.
I love how Tommy put Alonso P5 and he didn't even make it through to Q3. Shocking. So both you and me, Katie, are technically still in it for a clean sweep 5, but I think maybe mine's a little bit more likely than yours, but then I think Perez is definitely going to get in the top 4. So let's see. Q3 under... Oh, God, I forgot the timer. I'm sorry. I was talking.
After all of
I was talking.
I'm
11.
sorry.
Here we go. 3 seconds till I start the timer. Here we go. And now. Lovely. Away we go. Right then. Let's get this party started, shall we? It looks like it's going to be a Hamilton pole, but I think crucially for Verstappen, there's maybe enough pace in that Red Bull to get P2 and to snatch it away from Bottas.
Yeah. Front row start for Hamilton and Verstappen, please. That would be extra exciting.
It would be extra exciting, but I'm so nervous. I don't want a crash to happen and then just controversy again. I just want them to be nice and close into Abu Dhabi, then anything can happen. That's fine. I just want a title showdown. And to be fair, if Verstappen DNFs, it will be a title showdown no matter what. But if Hamilton does, then, it'll be over. And then Verstappen will be champion, which is crazy to think. I can't get my head around the fact Max Verstappen can be champion this weekend. I can't get... It's two races left. I don't know. Obviously, this season feels like it's been literally going for about 4 years. But at the same time, I'm not ready for it to end. It's a very weird conundrum. It's because it's so good. There's so much controversy. Right, Q3. Let's do this. Hamilton, the first driver, I believe, to start his flying lap. So, does he manage turn 1? Let's see. He gets through turn 1. Lovely. So that's what he needed. That's where he's been struggling this weekend. Yeah, let's ride on board with him. Let's see. Didn't quite get on the inside like some of the drivers have been trying. 27.9, I think, is the fastest first sector. He's all over the place. So Hamilton, big mistake on his first run. You don't see that often. You do not see that often from Lewis Hamilton, do you?
And then Max can see that on the telly and go, right, lads, leave it to me.
Okay then, let's go. I wonder if Hamilton will go again. I wonder if he'll go again on the same tyres. Oh, wow, that is a huge save. That is a huge save. Goodness gracious me. Mad. He was about to invest Saudi straight into that barrier.
God, that was,
Thank God for him. And there was some runoff. Otherwise, that was over. So Bottas has a clean run to the fastest time at the moment.
Pole man Bottas.
There you go. We're just saying that, it's going to be Hamilton. Bottas has a 28.1. Not exactly setting the world alight, because that's 4 tenths slower than what Hamilton did on mediums.
No.
Is it going to be a Yuki Tsunoda pole?
Stop. What's your timer? Because I feel like
it's going to go again.
Because you were slightly ahead there. What is your...
Oh, am I ahead now? I'm 8. Well, it's 8, 13, 12, 11.
Oh, no. Okay, we are still linked up.
We're okay. So Hamilton's just going into turn 1 now. Tsunoda goes P2, only 3 tenths away from Valtteri Bottas, old Yuki. Lovely stuff. He's ahead of Leclerc, is Yuki. Right, can Hamilton set a good lap time on this second attempt? It doesn't want to go in on that left hand. It really doesn't. Oh, let's see if has he got the minerals? Oh. Yeah, he's certainly more hesitant through there. He was not fully committed through there. He just wanted to set a lap time, and he's half a tenth down on Bottas in sector 1.
Probably thinking, I'd rather sit second row of the grid than end up in a barrier. Thank you very much. But maybe you'll get some more confidence in the next couple of laps.
Let's see what Hamilton does in this middle sector, because it's still open for him, because Bottas has set a bit of a shocker really, but Verstappen has got a great opportunity. Hamilton slightly faster, half a tenth up. A little bit deep. Yeah, a little bit wide. Martin Brundle. Me and Martin, we're just so in sync. I absolutely love the guy.
Like besties.
So one final corner for Lewis Hamilton. Car dives out of the way. AlphaTauri, I think that is. Is he going to go fastest? You'd imagine so.
I would think so. If that lap from Bottas wasn't particularly special.
Here we go, over the line. Hamilton, by a tenth, but Verstappen is a quarter of a second up in the first sector alone.
This is so good. I love the season so much.
Oh, my days. If Verstappen gets pole here, that is an absolute huge turn up for the books. All the spicy engine haters can be like, wow, okay, I was a bit preemptive with my sacking off of this season. I want Verstappen to get pole so much, so all the spicy engine people just jog on. And he's still quarter of a second up.
Oh, he's gone quickest in the middle sector.
Verstappen is flying.
Come on, Max.
Bottas is also up, but not by as much.
This
Here we
could
go.
be something pretty special.
Verstappen,
Do it.
final corner.
Do it. He's going round.
Yeah, nicely
Foot
round
to
the
the
final
floor.
corner. All he's got to do is open the DRS to the line. Max Verstappen, is he going to go fastest? Oh, he is indeed. A 27.6 from Max Verstappen. 3.5 tenths, over 3.5 tenths quicker than Lewis Hamilton. Bottas has got no response for him. Less than 2 tenths down is Valtteri on Max Verstappen. Goodness me. Perez slots himself into P3. Half a second back, though. Oh, goodness gracious. Bottas into the final corner. Just looks a bit tentative through there, but Valtteri, it should get himself ahead of Hamilton here, to be honest with you. Over the line goes P2. Yeah, Bottas P2.
Lovely.
Goodness gracious me.
We can't be having Bottas ahead of Hamilton. Mercedes aren't going to be too happy about that.
I wish I'd saved the tweet of some guy. Actually, I could probably find it. Well, I was like, I'm really looking forward to the last couple of races. You know, you can't predict anything. And the guy's like, oh, just write it off, Matt. Like, why do you keep hyping up things that aren't going to happen? But Mercedes are going to walk this weekend. They're going to absolutely, like, just stop over-sensualize. Yeah, that one. Everything. And I'm like, no! It's the F1 2021 season. You never know. And right now, it's advantage Verstappen. Can Hamilton pull it out the bag? It's definitely possible.
Yeah.
But will he need a couple of laps to get the soft tyres working again? We will see. Sonoda's currently P6.
You and your Sonoda hype
loving
is amazing.
And I wonder if that was on a scrub set of tyres as well for Sonoda, but we will see. Gasly is currently P8, but hasn't set a time. Neither Ocon or Giovinazzi. They have one fresh set of soft tyres left. What's Gasly like through this middle sector? Is he going to get anywhere near the likes of Perez, etc.? Right now, he could get ahead of Sergio Perez if he has a stonking last sector.
Come on, Pierre.
Oh, if Perez gets out-qualified by a midfield car after looking so good in Q1 and Q2, it will be such a blow for him. Round the final corner, Pierre Gasly. Oh, it looked a little bit like the front end did not want to get in there. Let's see. Gasly to the line. Where's he going to go? It is going to be P4. He's ahead of Perez. He's ahead of Perez.
Oh,
no way is he ahead of Perez.
Sucker punch for Perez there.
So Giovinazzi slots in P9. But,
tiniest of margins as well. That's mad.
But yeah, 0.003 of a second between Gasly and Perez. Go on, Yuki. Just go on, just pop a worldie in, my friend. Go on.
Come on. I dare you.
I believe in you. So Red Bull were leaving it much later than the Mercedes, but that's because the Mercedes like to potentially go a couple of warm-up laps. Let's see. Well, now Hamilton's got his DRS open, so it looks like he's going to try and push on, but then he has fuel for another go after this if he messes it up. Into turn one we go. Hamilton, yeah, looks like he's hooked it up pretty nicely. Oh, that's so close to the wall.
So close to that barrier, don't they?
So close to the wall.
Ludicrous.
So around there, looking all good at the moment. Is he going to be anywhere near Max Verstappen through this first sector? He's just going to have a little bit in his mind about, oh God, there's cars ahead. There's cars ahead. Are they going to get out of the way? Yes, they are.
Why is it every time we go to a shot of traffic, they suddenly go, helicopter shot?
Oh,
you can't see anything.
Very wide around turn 13. Half a tenth down on Verstappen. It's still possible. Perez now gets ahead of Gasly, back up to P4. That's crucial for Red Bull.
That is important. I don't know. I've got a feeling.
Verstappen's asking for a tow. So Hamilton through the middle sector. Is he going to be anywhere near? Oh, he's up! But no, he's got a purple middle sector, but he's 200ths behind Verstappen. Oh, this is going to be so close.
I can't.
Oh, my God. Well, it's just the spicy engine now. Hamilton just turns it up to 11. Well, he's obviously not turning it up right now, but here we go into the final corner.
Jesus.
Surely the
Surely not,
Mercedes is going to
surely
be
not.
quicker. Oh, there's a little bit of a correction. Hamilton, can he get pole position and snatch it away from Max Verstappen? He's done a line. Oh, he's done it. He's done it by a tenth of a second, 27.5. But it is a lot closer than what we all expected, and Max still has a lap to go.
But he's nowhere near anyone to get a toe.
What is Max doing? I was just slowing down, just getting ready.
He can't be waiting for a toe. Prez is like halfway down the track. They're like opposite sides of the track to each other.
Yeah, they're not going to bother. Here we go. So Max now. There's so much. We don't usually get this big of a time difference between the two title rivals setting a lap time. But Max is now starting his lap time.
Nothing to lose.
Can he pull out an absolute worldie here and out qualify Lewis Hamilton? Doesn't really get on the curb there at turn 2.
Oh, stop it. Max, stop.
Oh, my God. I think he just didn't get into turn 2 that well, and that meant he just washed wide. But he was like, right, well, I'm just going to send it anyway. Oh, Max is absolutely... He is either getting pole or crashing here by the looks of things. Right, through to first sector. Is he anywhere near? Oh, my God, he's up.
He's gone up. What the hell?
He's done a purple first sector and he's nearly binned it. Oh, my God. Right, okay. Right, middle sector time now.
My heart rate...
the timer's going off. Jog on timer. Right, here we go. Oh, he's so close to the wall. Verstappen is sending it right now. Oh, my God.
Come on.
If Verstappen gets pole, this is one of the greatest pole positions of the season. Oh, my God. He's over 2 tenths up. Wow.
This is actually ridiculous.
Oh, Bottas has gone second. Lovely stuff from Bottas, but Verstappen...
Come on. Is he going to do it?
Verstappen round 1-5. He's got one corner to go. If he gets pole position... Oh, he's gone wide. He's hit the wall. No.
He's hit the wall. I actually can't believe it.
Leclerc's gone P4 as well, but Verstappen in the wall.
Oh, you absolute chump. What have you done, Max?
Oh, my God.
Toto Wolff's just like...
Oh, my God. That could be so crucial for the championship.
I need to see what his cars look like. Has he smashed a gearbox, or is it just a case of he's just ruined the...
Oh, my God.
Oh, he had that in the bloody bag. God, Max, come on.
Oh, wow. I can't believe that. He had it.
You said he's either going to get pole or he's going to crash it in...
Did I not say that? I've just realised.
You said he's either going to get pole or he's going to crash in the wall.
Wow.
And he crashed in the wall. This is your fault, man. Oh, I can't believe that. Smack. Right. Oh, this is just not the one. My heart rate can't take this sudden... Oh, he's completely locked up.
Oh, he's just washed wide.
He did. He locked his front wheel.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been such...
An absolute disaster. Yeah, you can see the suspension is absolutely demolished at the back there on the rear right. Oh, look at Jos Verstappen.
Oh,
he's doing a Toto desk slam.
So now
wow.
They're talking about gearboxes being changed as well.
I mean, I'm not professional, but I don't know if it maybe
Brundle's saying that like
it's of the whack.
The Brundle's saying about pushing the drive shaft, puncturing something or other. I don't know. But I'm gonna trust Brundle knows some things, but we'll see.
Max.
Well. Okay. Well, that was a very, very exciting end to that qualifying session. Wow. Do we enjoy that, everybody? Did we enjoy that? I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to park his car up the front there, are they?
No, I highly doubt he's going to want to come out there either, to be honest with you.
Well, I think he's got to. I think it's in the commitment. You've got to go.
Oh, no. My car is broken.
Oh
Sorry,
dear,
it's full
I
of
suppose
TikTok
only people on
memes.
TikTok will understand
Yeah,
that.
I know. Everyone else is like, what are you doing?
We're both here going, okay, let's go. And other people that don't have TikTok are like, what are they on?
So we got the Merc 1-2, but not quite how we thought, really. I didn't jinx it, did I? Did I jinx it? I didn't jinx
Well,
anything.
I think you covered both bases, so I think you're just about safe.
I just said that he was absolutely on the ragged edge and he was sending it. Like, he did not care in the slightest. And he just went, I will either get pole or crash. And I didn't think it was going to be the last corner, to be honest with you. Probably one of the corners that, you wouldn't expect that to happen. And there is Max Verstappen walking very slowly back to the pit lane. Oh, I'm going to watch it again. I mean, that was
so close going
absolutely
into...
sent it. Did he touch it?
Ridiculous.
Oh my God. That was one of the most on the ragged edge laps I think I've ever seen. And then he just ran wide.
That.
No, I think he's going to be fine, although we'll see.
Oh my God. Oh, that's savage. Going on board with that fan.
Oh, heartbreak.
From TV direction.
Sorry for any Max fans that thinks that I jinxed that by saying that he's either going to get pole or crash. Whoopsie! But
to be fair,
it was very obvious that was potentially going to happen. So there you go. Right. Well, everybody, that was chaos. Thank you so much for watching this WTF1 quali watch along. Remember, we will be back for the final race of the season next week. Myself and Tommy will be hopefully watching another very strange and weird and wonderful of the season. So thank you, Katie. Thank you for being part of it.
No worries, it's been a pleasure. I hope I haven't burst anybody's eardrums with my yelling.
No, it's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. And of course, we will have the Internet Special Reactions back out tomorrow once again. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this, because, we always aim for that 1K likes, because, you gotta like these kind of chaotic sessions. If not, what are we here for? But we will have Internet Special Reactions, as I mentioned, tomorrow. We'll have a video pretty much every single day next week. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Tomorrow's race is going to be very interesting. Max has to get ahead of Bottas at the start. Otherwise, well, that's if he doesn't have a penalty. So that's another thing to keep an eye on.
Oh, it's going to be another long night waiting for updates.
Yeah, we love that, don't we? We really do. But
I actually don't. I don't really like sleep. That's why I got into Formula One.
True. True.
Refreshing my timeline for news for the rest of the day and the rest of the night. There we go.
Amazing stuff. Thank you, Katie. Be sure to check out the WTF1 shop for lots of Christmas merch. Sorry for plugging it, but I actually do quite like it. It's really soft and nice. And we will see you very soon for next week's Quali Watch Along and lots of other content over the course of, the next 7 days. Bye!
Bye, everyone!
Bye!
Thanks for joining.
Bye, everyone. Bye, 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 bye.